Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Spirited Journey. Right, today I want to have a talk about introducing somebody to whisky. As not long ago, I've done this with a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine who I hold in tremendous stead. So, thank you, John, Amy, and Beth, for the support and everything else going through this. Thank you very much. But I took three whiskeys around, which, introducing somebody to some cask strengths and everything else, and introducing them to their journey or starting somebody on their journey is something to be proud of, something you can share with somebody. It's not, yeah, I drink this. That's, that's no good. Oh yeah, I'll drink that. Bang, blow that off. No. For somebody who is not used to a whisky or to a high level of alcohol, all it's going to do is take the head off, and it's not going to be good for them because they're going to get alcohol burn at the back of the throat. They're going to miss all the flavours, the nuances and everything else, and it's just going to go, and it's just going to be pointless. It's going to be absolutely pointless. So, as I like to do with friends when I'm trying to introduce somebody to a new whisky, or any whisky at all that is new to them or they haven't tried or anything else, is right. So it's my Bruno Harlan. I won't pour a massive amount because I don't want to overpower somebody. But I'll just say to them, roll it around the glass and just smell. Just explore the whisky, Slowly, I said, just, work your nose into the glass. Just be careful, don't stick your nose too far in because the alcohol will burn your nose. And just slowly. Not drink it, smell, just smell. Because your sense of smell is linked to your sense of taste. So you can get an idea of how the whisky is going to taste through that. So you're introducing them as baby steps. So you're not going, drink this. So it prepares them for what flavours can be there, what to look for, and how their brain can analyse it. Because if you've never had a flavour and recognise it, you're not going to recognise it in a whisky. I drink loads of different teas, different foods, and try and build up a big box of different smells and tastes. So I can look for them then when I go exploring through a whisky. And that way I can identify different flavours and different tastes and find them, hopefully, if they are in the whisky, find them within the whisky. But, when you first introduce somebody, it's like this Bruno Harlan, which is at 46.3%, which I know is a sherry finish. It's an absolute dream of a whisky. But to somebody who's new to it, who's only used to a low, maybe beer, a bit of wine, it's a big jump, So take some baby steps with them. Be prepared for them to go, oh, just say to them, just have a smell, and just say to them, just have a little sip, not, or just bring it to your lips, because it's like with gin. You want to try a gin, so get it. You can rub it just on your lips and get the flavour of the gin from there. And then you can do the next step. Maybe try it a little bit, try a little sip, and then see how they react to that. And then progress slowly. So, okay, I don't like that one. So, okay, let's try something different. So we try maybe the smoke head, which is more peaty whiskey, which I may like a bit more, which is 43%, got a bit lower percentage. Or you've got Dragon Legend, came somewhere different, a bit more of a flavour profile, a bit more different. Try them on that one, but let them progress at their own speed. Don't go, oh, you've got to try it, chuck it down your neck. No, just let them explore at their own pace, at their own time, talk them through it. Have your own glass of it, go, and say, let's have a little sip and talk them through it and see what did you taste in it. Have a talk about it, because it's a great way to explore and open them up and go, what did you find in it? How did you like it? What did you get from it? Did you find if they're trying to say, oh yeah, I found this flavour. Yeah, that was really good. Did you like it? And they go, oh, I like that, yeah. Then you go, well, did you know that's it? And you can say, did you find this in there? No, I didn't. And you can go back and, and you can have a bit of to and fro and see, and you build up a conversation about a bottle. And, it's how a big conversation starts. And by the time you sat there 15, 20 minutes and they slowly took a little sip and little baby steps into the whiskey, they're drinking more of it and getting used to it and acclimated. And then you can go, well, actually, now you've been sat there for 20 minutes, try a drop of water. And it changes again. Because when you add a couple of drops of water to the whiskey, the oils in the whiskey will all come to the top of the glass, and all the water soluble stuff will go down later on. So it'll be a really, really intense next sip of flavours, and all the oils will be coating your mouth, especially with the non-chill filtered whiskies, which is another reason I say it's so important. You get really loads of flavour, and get your muscles here, and you really salivate about it. And that'll open up whiskey a little bit more, and go, what do you think? Go, it's nice. And you go, well, you can try a couple more if you want. So you could always try a couple more drops, depending on what whiskey you have, because you can drown a whiskey and completely obliterate it with water, which isn't going to be no good to anybody. So you have to be careful on that side of it, but that comes with experience and time, as yourself, if you're introducing someone, you kind of know the whiskey yourself, unless you're new to it yourself. So always be careful if you do add water, of just a little couple of drops, teaspoon, couple of drops in, that's all you need. Just let it rest for a second, and have a little smell, see if the nose has changed, if it's opened up, have a sip, see what's gone on. Then try a different one. It's like John moved on to the Swedish Oak Macmira, which is a wonderful, non-chill filtered, non-coloured whiskey, but it's a nice spice. It's got a real nice spiced flavour to it. And a lot of people turn around to me and say, is it a spiced whiskey? I'm like, nope. It all it is from the wood, because obviously the Swedish climate is a lot harsher than ours. So, you know, different weathers, different climates, different environments have an impact upon where the tree grows, the environments I live in, has an impact upon the wood, which then has an impact upon the whiskies. So then, which then adds a really nice spicy note to the whiskey, which isn't a harsh spice. It's really nice, warm and pleasant spice. But don't be afraid to explore, try out. I've had some tremendous, I've had a really nice Queen Margaret £13 bottle of whiskey that tastes better than some £70 single malts. I've got a lovely 18-year-old rock oyster in there that I'm waiting for a nice occasion for to crack open. It's by Douglas Lang, that I know will be a tremendous one. It's going to be like in my mind. But introducing somebody, if you can, try and get a Glencairn or a wine glass or something that they can get the nose in, have the smell, take a sip, and just take it really slowly. Especially if you're into your whiskey. Don't rush in, don't plough ahead, go, you've got to try this, drink that, drink that, you know. Don't bombard them with everything, of all the information about it, you know. Give them the box. Say, yeah, let them have a read. Let them read what is on the box. Let them explore at their own pace. You know, because there's nothing worse than throwing somebody in the deep end of whiskey and seeing if they sink or swim, because most of the time they'll just go, not having it, because it's not pleasant, especially with some of the higher end cask strengths, and going, oh, I can't take that, especially when you go above 50%. It's, you know, if you're not used to it, it's not good for somebody especially new. So if you are introducing somebody, be patient with them. Baby steps. Now I'm saying it again, but just take it slow with somebody. Make an evening of it, you know, especially this nice summer weather. Sit out in the garden, you know, just little small dram like that, you know. Get a nose, roll around the glass, and a small sip. Absolutely marvellous. Love Bunava. But I will be going in depth more into the whiskies as we go on from now on. I just wanted to cover the basics with people of glassware, introducing people and everything else. So if you are new to whiskey or new to me and don't know much about it, that you can keep up and not think, hold on a minute, he's jumped in, he's on about Lefroy gear, because Lefroy is a peat monster. It's really heavily peated. It's what most people go for Scotch and go, oh, you know, and it takes somebody's head off. As they say, you know, on one of the tubes, that Lefroy, a peaty punch in the face, which I love. I absolutely love Lefroy. I love the peat, I love the smoke, you know, and I can distinguish between the smoke and the peat and see the other side of the flavours and everything else. But introducing somebody new into whiskey, if you're going to introduce them to Lefroy, take it slow with them. Or if you're going to introduce them to a smoky whiskey, tell them it's a smoky whiskey, because it can put people off straight away, because it is a handful for some people. Some people like it, some people don't. When I introduce people to it, I take a smoky whiskey, and I do take a mildly peated whiskey and go, you know, this is mildly peated, and they'll go, ooh, you know, and I'll go, look, that's a taste, very small taster of what it is. There is a lot more heavily peated out there, but it gives you a very small sampling of the peated side of life. So they can take a baby step into it. And, you know, nothing out their danger zone. They can dip a toe into the pool and come back out again to safety if they wish. But as always, please stay safe out there and have fun on your journey. See you later and enjoy. Good night.